A new calling. Moana, now a confident and wise chief of Motunui, has led her people into a new era of exploration and connection with nearby islands. But she begins to hear an ancient, haunting song in her dreams, a song sung in an unknown language. It calls her back to the ocean. Despite her duties as chief, Moana feels the ocean is stirring with unrest, summoning her once again. The whispering waters. The seas become unpredictable, tides rise in unnatural ways, marine animals flee from their homes, and storm patterns intensify. Fishermen report hearing voices in the water. Moana realizes this isn't just a natural phenomenon, it's the start of something ancient. She consults her grandmother's spirit, who tells her that something powerful is waking beneath the waves. The legend of Vehi-Kai. Moana discovers a hidden cave behind the island's waterfall where she finds an old mural painted by the first wayfinders. It tells the story of Vehi-Kai, an ancient sea spirit once revered as a god, but corrupted by jealousy and sealed away beneath the ocean's deepest trench. His return, it is said, will bring a spirit tide, and with it, chaos. Return of the demigod. Moana sets out to find Maui. She tracks him to a floating island of demigods, where he's now reluctantly mentoring young shapeshifters. Though initially cocky and dismissive, Maui is visibly shaken when he hears the name Vehi-Kai. He admits that Vehi-Kai is his brother, a powerful demigod turned monstrous spirit after a falling out with the gods. Gathering the navigators. Knowing this threat is bigger than anything they've faced, Moana recruits a diverse crew from across the Pacific Islands. Leilani, a tech-savvy navigator who reads the stars with tools and charts. Tama, a gentle giant who can tame sea beasts. Rengi, a mute boy who communicates with waves and has prophetic visions. The Spirit Tide. An eclipse triggers the rising of the Spirit Tide, an ethereal force that blurs the boundaries between physical and spiritual realms. Waters glow green-blue. Time and space twist. Moana and her crew watch as the ocean shifts violently, signaling that the barrier holding Vehi-Kai is weakening. Into the abyss. Moana's ship dives into the trench of memories, a swirling chasm of sunken ruins and spirits of long-lost wayfinders. The deeper they go, the more disoriented the crew becomes, affected by illusions and whispers of their fears. They barely reach the sea floor, where the prison of Vehi-Kai pulses with cracks of dark energy. The escape of Vehi-Kai. Despite Moana's efforts, the seal breaks during the eclipse. Vehi-Kai emerges as a massive water serpent deity with glowing eyes, trailing hurricanes and whirlpools behind him. He lashes out, his rage aimed at the gods who abandoned him and the mortals who forgot him. Te Fiti's silence. Moana seeks help from Te Fiti. She sails to the island goddess Heart, but finds it barren. Te Fiti does not appear. The once lush island is dim and drained of magic. Moana senses that Vehi-Kai's return is weakening the balance between nature and spirit. Even goddesses are losing their strength. Maui's doubt. Guilt overwhelms Maui. He confesses that he once sided with Vehi-Kai during a rebellion against the gods, but turned on him at the last moment. Vehi-Kai's banishment was partly Maui's doing. Fearing he's part of the cause, Maui leaves, thinking he's unworthy to fight his brother again. The shattered shell. Moana tries to face Vehi-Kai alone using the heart of Te Fiti. In a violent underwater battle, Vehi-Kai crushes her canoe and cracks the heart. Moana barely survives, saved by Rengi, who guides her with his visions to a hidden undersea cave filled with ancient energy. Vision of the Ancients. Inside the cave, Moana encounters a sea of ancestral spirits, the original wayfinders. They show her a vision of herself as a child, chosen by the ocean not just to restore balance, but to become part of it. They tell her the key to defeating Vehi-Kai is not the heart, but herself. Moana's power awakens. Moana meditates, singing a powerful chant that fuses her essence with the ocean. The water responds, flowing around her like armor. She discovers she can now manipulate tides and currents, not through magic, but through unity with the sea. She's not just a wayfinder, she's an ocean keeper. The redemption of Maui. Haunted by his past, Maui seeks out the gods for redemption. They grant him a new fishhook forged in starlight. Reinvigorated, he reunites with Moana. Their bond is stronger, built not on legend, but trust and mutual respect. Building the Armada. Moana sends canoes and messages to the islands. Inspired by her courage, the people rally together. A massive fleet forms, islanders of all types bringing traditional weapons, sea beasts, and even kiteships. They prepare for war, not just against Vehi-Kai, but to protect the future. Battle of the Tides. A titanic battle unfolds as the fleet meets Vehi-Kai near a ring of fire islands. Maui fights off sea monsters with his new hook. Moana rides a wave creature into battle. Rengi opens spiritual paths to trap spirits. Leilani coordinates attacks with the stars. It's a breathtaking visual clash of elements, spirit, and heroism. The heart restored. Moana dives into Vehi-Kai's cyclone heart. With her powers and the cracked heart of Te Fiti, she channels love and harmony into Vehi-Kai's soul. The heart reignites, its glow spreading across the battlefield. The storm begins to calm. The ocean's choice. Moana sings a lullaby to the raging Vehi-Kai, not of battle, but of belonging. He remembers who he was, a spirit meant to protect, not destroy. His form transforms back into a radiant ocean guardian. Vehi-Kai weeps and returns to the depths peacefully, no longer bound by vengeance. A new era of voyaging. With the world safe, Moana proposes a new idea, a council of navigators, uniting the islands, exchanging culture, skills, and history. All tribes vow to teach and learn from one another, forever tied by the ocean. The spirit tide closes, leaving the seas calm and connected. Moana the Ocean Keeper. In a ceremonial farewell, Moana places her chief pendant in a sacred shell and sets sail once again, this time as Ocean Keeper. As the sun rises, she and her crew sail into new waters. The final shot shows her silhouette against the horizon, ready for more adventures to come.